Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Alam nyo, for us ordinary people, pag tayo ay nag apply for a visitor visa or a tourist visa, not just in Canada, kahit anong bansa, syempre very careful tayo, di ba, sa pag-fill up ng forms. Talaga nag-e-effort tayo dyan. Binabasa natin bawat linya para ma-check natin yung tamang box kung yes or no. Okay, I don't know if you're like me, no, for example. Kapag yung tanong tungkol sa criminal records, tatanong, have you ever been convicted of a crime? Or nakulong ka na ba? Yung mga ganyan. Minsan kahit alam ko na malinis naman yung record ko, nagdadalawang isip pa ako. Titigil pa ako. Tama naman, di ba? Wala naman ako criminal record, di ba? Ganyan ang pakiramdam ko lagi. I guess it's because, syempre, gusto ko ma-approve yung aking application. I want to be truthful. Ayokong matanong o masabihan, no, nahuli kita, nagsisinungaling ka, yung mga ganyan ba? Kasi diba, ang paniniwala natin, kapag ikaw ay nagsinungaling dyan, you ticked on the wrong box, intentionally lied, kapag chinek nila ang pangalan mo sa database, specifically sa criminal record to, lalabas at lalabas yung record mo, kaya wag kang magsisinungaling. Yan ang nasa isip natin. Ang nasa isipan natin, 'di ba? Interconnected ang criminal, database ng Pilipinas at sa ibang bansa. Kaya isang input lang ng pangalan mo, lalabas yung record mo hindi lang sa Pilipinas kundi kung saan man. 'Di ba? Kaya very careful tayo sa pag-a-apply. Ba't ko ba 'to sinasabi? Kasi pag marinig nyo itong pag-uusapan nating kwento, ito na naman tayo, mapapakamot ulo na naman tayo, na parang ano ba yan? Hindi naman pala yata ako dapat kabahan ng ganun. 'Di ba? Kasi, it would appear, at least in this specific case, kahit yung may mga matitinding criminal offense, na-issuehan pa rin, nakakalusot, no? Nabibigyan pa rin ng visitor visa in this case. Ano ba nangyari dito? Sige, ang gist ay, ang mamang nabigyan, na-aprubahan ng visitor visa dito sa Canada is a registered sex offender in the UK. Okay, so hindi lang to simpleng krimen. Ang pangalan niya officially nasa database ng UK. Registry ng sexual offenders nila. And yet, nalusutan ng Canada. Okay? I will share with you this report. Actually, more than a month ago pa to lumabas. And then later on, I will play a video kasi last week lang, tinanong si Immigration Minister Leyna Diab tungkol dyan. Paano nakakalusot yung mga ganito? O, ito na naman tayo. Sabayan niyo ako panoorin yung kanyang sagot dyan. For now, unahin muna natin itong article. This is from the National Post. October 5 pa to, 2025. Yan. Ang title, The Criminals Who Get Past Canadian Visa Screening with Ease. A registered sex offender who impregnated his niece got a visitor's visa by not disclosing his criminal record. There are many such cases, according to the author, si Jamie Sarkonak. Hindi daw nag-iisa itong criminal na ito na napagbibigyan ng visa makapasok sa Canada. Okay. So, tingnan natin yung storya ng mama, no? A Pakistani national, pangalan niya Gulfam Hussain, who omitted his 2017 criminal conviction and 3-year jail stint in the UK for, ang kanyang ginawa? Adult sexual activity with a female child member, 13 to 17 years old. Okay, and the offender is over 18. Penetration, yan ang specific na kanyang charge. Okay? And he has been fighting his deportation for 2 years now. Ito po kasi ang nangyari, na issuehan siya ng visitor visa. So, nakapasok na siya ng Canada. Nung nandito na, after a while, siguro, tsaka lang na-alert yung gobyerno tungkol sa background niya. And then, nagkaroon ng deportation proceeding at nagkaroon ng removal order. At ngayon, ina-appeal niya yan. Diba? Pero nakakaloka, dapat sa umpisa pa lang, hindi na siya nakapasok. That's the point, diba? Okay. So, ang sabi dito, most recently, he tried to have the federal court cancel his deportation to Pakistan for safety reasons, which failed. Okay. So, mukhang good thing, no? Kahit papano. Mukhang hindi niya na mapipigilan ang kanyang deportation. Yan. He tried, but he failed. Ito po ang nangyari. He was let into Canada on a visitor visa in 2013 because he didn't disclose his sexual assault convictions related to his niece, whom he reunited with and impregnated after getting out of jail. Oh my gosh, nakakaloka pala yung storya. It probably didn't surprise anyone, sabi dito, that this slipped past border officials. According to this writer, sa National Post, Canada is already notorious for welcoming the world's worst. And Hussein was probably helped by the fact that he came here from Spain, not the UK, where he is registered as a sex offender. Oh, okay. So, ang kanyang record nasa UK. Pero ang pinanggalingan niya specifically before coming here was Spain. Okay. Ang nangyari guys, dun daw sa tanong na have you ever been convicted of a crime? Tinik lang niya, no. And then that was it. It appears for this case. So parang heavily reliant naman ng Canada sa honesty or sa self-declaration ng isang applicant. Yun na yun, pag sinabi na no, mas magiging lenient ka na at hindi mo na i-double check yung sinasabi niyang wala siyang criminal conviction. Okay. Sabi dito, Hussein was also applying for a mere visitor visa, which some people might consider less worthy of deep security screening. Ganon ba palagay nyo kapag visitor visa? Less scrutiny? Naku, dapat hindi na sa mga panahon ngayon because it's widely known that people apply to get a visitor visa, at least here to Canada. Pagdating dito, yun, hindi na maaalis. Diba? Anyway, okay, ito puntahan natin. Meron pang sinasite na iba pang similar situation, Sabi dito, Hussein's case is a particularly bad one, but he's far from alone. May isa pa daw, halimbawa, si Binder Singh came to Canada in 2014 to make an asylum claim to evade alleged corruption-related violence in India. Okay, yun yung kanyang naging grounds for his asylum claim. Pero ang sabi dito, hindi naman daw talaga matagal nakatira sa India, itong si Singh. He spent a number of years in the US in a different name, Ravinder Singh. Tapos nung 1998, nung 19 years old daw siya, he was charged with sexual contact of a minor and sentenced to probation for lewdness. After this, he spent several years evading American police but was eventually caught. Tapos siya pinadeport sa India noong 2007. Aba, ngayon, nakapunta siya ng Canada. Unclear to me paano. Kasi nandito na siya nung nag-claim daw siya ng asylum. For 11 years, Singh's been in Canada, even though he's considered inadmissible for serious criminality. His initial asylum claim failed because of his criminal record, which officials eventually found out about, and an attempt at permanent residency. Aba, nag-try pa siya for PR. Hindi raw nag-work out nung siya ay nag-file. Ang tanong, paano siya nakapunta pa rin dito? Diba? So anyway, eto na. Puntahan natin ang paliwanag ni Immigration Minister Leyna Diab. Tinanong siya, paano nangyayari yan? Ito na ang kanyang mahiwagang sagot. This is from the Standing Committee on Citizenship and Immigration meeting sa House of Commons last October 30, 2025.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, the Minister and officials who are here with us today. Minister, how did Pakistani national Gulfam Hussain, who has a criminal conviction in the UK for adult sexual activity with a child family member 13 to 17 years old, get a visitor visa to come into the country?
Okay, well, thanks for that question. So all people applying to visit Canada are screened under our security regulations. When they get here, yes?
Mr., this vile rapist of a young girl is on the UK sex offender registry. So I ask you again, if they're screening, as you're suggesting, how did he get a visitor visa?
So again, Canadians are concerned when reports suggest someone who's committed serious crimes abroad has entered Canada. And that is exactly why Canada must continue to maintain and strengthen the screening and enforcement
Minister,
systems.
that's a
Nakita nyo, hindi niya na naman sinasagot ng diretso yung specific case na tinatanong. Okay. And hindi niyo pwede sabihin na hindi niya alam, baka hindi siya na-brief tungkol dito sa kasang to because in just a while, she will be giving some information na alam niya tungkol dito sa kaso. Hindi na lang niya sabihin sa una pa lang, di ba?
talking point. I'm talking about an actual case of a rapist who came into this country who, from a G7 country.
Minutes for Mr. Menegakis.
Individual cases, but on this one, it is public, and I will tell you what
How that person, child abuse race of a.
Canada must continue to maintain and strengthen the screening and enforcement
Minister,
systems.
that's a talking point. I'm talking about an actual case of a rapist who came into this country who, from a G7 country, who was on the child abuse registry of the United Kingdom.
Okay.
Clearly giving me a talking point as an answer doesn't answer the question of how that person got into this country.
So IRCC can't disclose individual cases, but on this one, it is public, and I will tell you what the court decision, because it's gone to court, so the decision is public, indicates the individual moved to Spain in 2020, then came to Canada on a visitor visa in 2023, did not disclose his criminal history on the
That's-
visa application, and he has
Minister,
now been found inadmissible.
That was in a- that was in a
and is
National Post
being
story.
deported.
That response, in general, was in a National Post story on October 6, 2025, a day that you were the Minister of Immigration in this country. Okay? So basically, does it all it take for someone's background check? Is it okay with you if someone just doesn't tick off the box that says, I have a criminal record as a proper screening for coming into the country?
So
'Cause a
Canada.
proper screen would have surely found this individual.
Yes.
So Canada has a robust screening process.
I doubt it. This is not explaining it at all. Really? You have a robust screening system when someone that's on the child registry got into this country? It begs the question, how many more of these vile people are walking around our streets, in our communities, around our schools, around
Grabe. She has the gall to say that Canada has a robust screening system. When clearly nalusutan sila. Tapos yung una niyang sinasabi ano naman, pinapadeport na ngayon. That's not the point. That's not the point. Paano siya nakalusot? Bakit hindi nakita yung kanyang record sa UK registry ng mga child abusers? Ano ba yan? And hindi maganda, no? She is sticking, tulad nung sinabi nito ni Mr. Menegakis. Ang hilig ni Immigration Minister kasi mag-stick dun sa prepared talking points ng kanyang staff, ng kanyang office. Meron naman po talagang mga ganyan, parang may script sila. They come prepared in a way, expecting certain issues to be raised. Tapos, ang instruction sa kanila, kapag ito ang ni-raise, ito ang sagot mo. So, oftentimes, very generic yung kanyang sagot. Ito nga si Mr. Menegakis, para naiinis siya na huwag mo akong bigyan ng talking points mo. Kausapin mo ko tungkol dito sa kaso na ito.
our community centers, around our children. Another case in point, Minister, two ISIS members, Ahmed and Mustafa El-Didi, came into this country in 2018. They moved to my community in Richmond Hill. Shortly after obtaining their Canadian citizenship, a month later, they were found by CSIS. That was found out that they were plotting a terrorist attack in the
Wow.
GTA. CSIS actually found a video which we were able to obtain as well. It's very easy. It's on the internet. Of one of them dismembering a prisoner with a sword in 2014.
Oh my gosh.
Can you explain how that person that your government led into this country got into my community, and it took CSIS many years to identify that indeed they were planning, only because somebody, I'm sure, whistleblowed that they were planning an activity, of a terrorist activity, terrorist act on Canadians in the Greater Toronto area?
So the IRCC department is responsible for managed migration. Foreign nationals are all screened before coming into Canada. When things like that happen, we work with CBSA, we work with policing partners, we work in the system, and people are treated accordingly. And that's why you now have another bill in the legislature
One minute.
to deal with
Minister,
criminals.
You mentioned CB.
Okay, ang hirap ano. Parang, in a way, ang hirap ng posisyon niya. Okay, because what can you answer ba that would be, that would satisfy, no? That would be a good answer. Because the fact is, nalusutan sila. Grabe, hindi ko alam yung binanggit nung ni Sir. ISIS members nakapunta ng Canada, mapibigyan pa ng citizenship. Tapos nung chinek daw, nung CSIS na sinasabi niya, that is the Canadian Security Intelligence Service, nakakita ng video ng mga mamang yan on the internet na may pugutan nangyayari. Ano ba yun? Oh my, okay. But anyway, sige, we will end this here, you get an idea. Medyo disappointing, Ano kaya yun? So, just because you click and you tick the box that says no, wala kang criminal conviction, criminal record, mas magiging lenient na sila sa inyo and they will take your word for it. Let me know what you guys think. I will end this episode here. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!